It may surprise you to learn that some beverages, basic juices actually, can help shield your aging eyes as you sleep. Indeed, these nutrients function while you're sleeping, healing damaged eye tissue, reviving blood flow, and lowering the inflammation that deteriorates vision after dark. Let me ask you a serious question now. Have you ever observed that shortly after dusk, your vision begins to deteriorate? Not at lunch, not in the morning, but at night? It gets more difficult to read. It seems like a hassle to watch TV. You notice that you are squinting more and blinking more. Additionally, the headlight glare is quite blinding if you attempt to drive. Not only is that bothersome, it goes beyond age. Your body is requesting assistance. You see, in my more than 30 years of working with senior citizens, I've discovered this. Your eyes are intended to heal at night. However, that healing never truly occurs for many of us after the age of 60. Why? Due to the fact that the eye is among the organs most susceptible to inadequate blood supply. Additionally, circulation deteriorates with aging. Your retina's small capillaries aren't delivering enough oxygen. The area in charge of central vision, the macula, is starving. And your vision doesn't recover if you don't get the proper nutrition, especially overnight. It refuses, silently, slowly, and occasionally forever. Most individuals are unaware of this. They believe that drinking ordinary water before bed is sufficient. But water isn't enough for your eyes. They require gasoline. They must be shielded. While you sleep, they require certain support. The good news? The precise chemicals your eyes are craving are found in natural juices and easy recipes you can prepare in your own kitchen. I'll take you through 4 of them tonight. They're not magic. However, they complement rather than contradict your biology. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. To ensure you never miss the greatest health advice, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications. And I want to know whether you're with me if you're now watching. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. Oh, and mention your nation in the comments to let us know where you're watching from. We would be delighted to hear from you. Okay, let's get going. No, this isn't simply aging. Your body is sending a signal if your night vision is deteriorating and your eyes feel heavy, dry, or strained after sunset. Now is the moment to listen, and what you drink before bed is the first step. Allow me to demonstrate. First, let's talk about the one you've most likely heard about your entire life. Carrot juice. I've heard this one before, so don't roll your eyes and say, okay. Remain with me. Because the majority of people don't truly know why carrot juice is good for your eyes. And when it counts most, you realize that beta-carotene is the single chemical that makes carrots magical. Your body turns this vivid orange pigment into vitamin A, and a substance known as rhodopsin requires vitamin A. The pigment in your retina that gives you vision in low light is called rhodopsin. Your eyes just cannot adapt to darkness well if you don't have enough of it. For this reason, vitamin A deficiency frequently causes the most problems at night, and this is what gives elders such power. Our body's capacity to transform beta-carotene into usable vitamin A declines with age. Therefore, you may not be getting enough carrots for your eyes to truly benefit, even if you eat them occasionally. Carrot juice excels in this situation. In addition to breaking down the plant fiber, juicing provides a concentrated dose of beta-carotene that is significantly more than what is normally obtained by eating a few raw carrot sticks. Additionally, your body absorbs those nutrients when you're sleeping, when eye tissue is most actively healing if you drink it before bed. Here's something else you may not be aware of, though. The benefits of carrot juice extend beyond the retina. Additionally, it promotes the tear film, which is the layer that prevents dryness and irritation and keeps your eyes hydrated. And you understand how terrible that can be if you've ever woken up with that dry, gritty feeling or gone to bed with burning eyes. Naturally, carrot juice can help ease that. George, a 68-year-old patient of mine, informed me that his cloudy eyesight caused him to quit driving at night. We just made one adjustment to his nightly schedule. Before bed, have a little glass of carrot juice. I can read again at night without straining, and I don't feel nearly as dry after 3 weeks, he remarked. Was it only the juice now? No, of course not. But because it provided his eyes with what they had been lacking, it was a significant piece of the puzzle. Actual sustenance. The finest aspect? Carrot juice is readily available and reasonably priced. In addition, if you're concerned about sugar, when eaten in moderation, it really has a low glycemic load, particularly if it's handmade and fresh, with no added sugar or fruit blends. This is how I suggest using it. Pour yourself between half a cup and a cup of fresh carrot juice, preferably handmade or cold-pressed. It should be consumed 45 to 60 minutes prior to bedtime. You don't have to swallow it whole. Drink it gently. Make it a part of your nightly routine. Carrot juice won't affect your medicine if you eat it at night. Just be careful and speak with your doctor if you're taking high-dose vitamin A pills. Balance, not overwhelm, is what you seek. Does it operate like a switch flipping overnight? The number? But like George, give it a few weeks. Because your eyes react to constancy in the same way as any other part of your body. And you'll know it's working when you finally get to enjoy the sensation of reading a book or watching a movie at night without feeling stressed. And this is only the start. Another juice that functions on a different level is a deep red color. It does more than only nourish your eyes. It restores the blood supply to the cells that give us sight. Next, we'll discuss that one. The majority of individuals associate their eyes with screens or glasses. Blood flow is rarely taken into account. However, your eyes, particularly your retinas, are hopeless without consistent, healthy circulation. Beetroot juice can help with that. I am aware that not everyone loves beets. Some people dislike the earthy flavor. But beetroot juice is a silent powerhouse when it comes to eye health, particularly in the evening. A substance known as nitrates is abundant in beets. Your body transforms these nitrates into nitric oxide, a naturally occurring substance that relaxes blood vessels and enhances blood flow when you consume beet juice. Studies on the heart have extensively documented this mechanism. However, a lot of people are unaware that your eyes gain just as much. There are many small fragile blood vessels in the retina. Additionally, these veins carry fewer oxygen and nutrients when circulation slows down with age. Fatigue, blurred vision, and a slower reaction to light changes result from this. Have you ever noticed that adjusting to a darker environment takes longer than adjusting to a brighter one? This is frequently caused by decreased blood supply to your eye's photoreceptors. Beet juice helps with that by enhancing circulation to your eyes as well as your heart and legs. In fact, those who drank beetroot juice demonstrated noticeably improved blood flow to the brain and eyes, particularly within 2 to 3 hours after drinking, according to a 2018 study published in the Journal of Nutrition. The timing is crucial, because beet juice can help blood flow to your eyes just as they're starting to mend themselves if you drink it in the evening, say after supper or an hour before bed. What's even more intriguing is this. Zeaxanthin and lutein, 2 carotenoids that shield the retina from sun damage and oxidative stress, are also abundant in beets. Better circulation and antioxidant protection make it a win-win situation. Elaine, a 72-year-old patient of mine, used to wake up every morning with dry, red, and irritated eyes. Even on quick drives across town, she had trouble with the glare from nighttime driving. I advised her to limit her evening consumption to a half glass of beetroot juice. After a month, she informed me that driving after sunset is less stressful and that I no longer wipe my eyes in the morning. There was no miracle. It was constancy. And it was successful because beet juice helps your body accomplish what it's already doing: repair and safeguard. Here are some brief pointers if you want to give it a try. Seek up cold-pressed beet juice that hasn't had any sugars or fruit blends added. You can add a few drops of stevia or a splash of lemon if the flavor is too overpowering. Between dinner and bedtime, consume 4 to 6 ounces, or about half a glass. If you are prone to nighttime bathroom trips, try not to drink too late. Beet juice can instantly increase circulation and is hydrating. Additionally, if your stool or urine becomes somewhat crimson the following day, don't panic. It's known as bituria, and it's very safe. There is no overnight magic with this drink. However, the change becomes noticeable after a few weeks. Less strain, reduced dryness, and improved visual endurance after dark. The two cornerstones of good night vision, nutrition and circulation, are really supported when you combine this with the beta-carotene found in carrot juice. However, we haven't yet discussed another factor, one that prevents the degradation of your retina's real cells. Next up is a small blue fruit that contains it. Lack of nutrients or insufficient blood flow are not the only causes of vision issues. We all deal with it on a daily basis, and often the worst enemy is invisible. I'm referring to oxidative stress here. It occurs when your cells, including those in your eyes, are continuously exposed to pollutants, blue light, UV rays, environmental damage, and even normal metabolic waste products. Oxidative stress damages the retina over time. It weakens the macula, causes the lens to become clouded, and causes age-related macular degeneration, a disorder that millions of older folks are all too familiar with. What then should we do? We provide protection. We strengthen. And blueberry juice is among the most natural ways to achieve that. The molecules that give blueberries their rich blue-purple hue are called anthocyanins, and they are abundant in blueberries. Among nature's most potent antioxidants are anthocyanins. Additionally, they are uniquely qualified for the position in terms of eye health. This is how they assist. First, anthocyanins fortify the retina's capillaries, reducing the likelihood of leakage or injury. Seniors who are at risk of diabetic eye abnormalities or retinal thinning should pay particular attention to this. Second, they aid in lowering intraocular inflammation, which contributes to the majority of vision loss in a subtle but harmful way. Third, anthocyanins aid in the regeneration of rhodopsin, the same pigment that is sensitive to light and was previously discussed in relation to vitamin A. This implies that your eyes may adjust to light changes more easily, and you may experience less strain and glare, particularly at night. The majority of people are unaware of this. Concentration maximizes the effectiveness of anthocyanins. To acquire the same quantity as a tiny glass of pure blueberry juice, you would need to eat a huge handful of fresh blueberries. For this reason, I suggest unsweetened, pure blueberry juice. Not a fruit cocktail, not a blueberry combination, and most definitely not the sort with added sugar. The moment? Similar to beet or carrot juice, the optimal window is approximately 1 hour prior to bedtime. This allows the antioxidants to be absorbed by your body and begin working into your healing process overnight. Vitamins C and K, which assist the development of collagen in the eye and protect blood vessels, are also present in modest but beneficial amounts in blueberry juice. However, what makes it unique are the anthocyanins. Nancy, a 75-year-old patient of mine, once informed me that she quit crocheting at night because the stitches were too hazy in the lamplight. I recommended that she incorporate a quarter cup of blueberry juice into her nightly regimen. "I'm not knitting faster, but I'm finally seeing what I'm doing," she added with a smile 2 weeks later. It takes time to restore vision. It involves establishing the ideal conditions for the body to preserve, restore, and protect what it currently has. One crucial piece of advice: blueberry juice is more acidic than carrot or beet juice, so if you drink it every day, take it slowly and ideally with a few sips of water afterwards to preserve your enamel. Consult your doctor first if you are on blood thinners. In general, blueberries are safe, but it's always a good idea to double-check. You may already be experiencing minor changes, such as less dryness, a quicker adjustment to low light, and possibly even more rested eyes before bed if you have been following along and tried the earlier juices. Additionally, adding blueberry juice to the combination helps your eyes age better, in addition to working better. Especially after the age of 60, it's just one more tasty little habit that can have a significant impact on your perspective on the world. Thus far, we have discussed the use of vitamin A to nourish the retina, nitric oxide to restore blood flow, and potent antioxidants to protect the eye from oxidative damage. However, the picture needs one more layer to be complete. Fix. You see, collagen is necessary for the strength and functionality of your eyes, just like it is for your skin or joints. The scaffolding supporting the cornea, lens, and even the blood vessels inside the retina is made of collagen. And can you guess which ingredient is essential for the synthesis of collagen? Orange juice can help with vitamin C. Orange juice is typically thought of as a remedy for colds. However, they frequently ignore its silent but crucial function in healing the eye's connective tissues, particularly during sleep. Collagen is synthesized with the help of vitamin C. Your body cannot preserve the structural integrity of your eye if you don't have enough of it. This implies less solid retinal walls, weaker blood vessels, and a slower rate of recuperation from normal wear and tear. Furthermore, vitamin C is a strong antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals in the aqueous humor, the transparent fluid in the front of the eye, in concert with vitamin E. The eye actually has the largest amount of vitamin C in the human body. That demonstrates its significance. Here's the catch, though. Water-soluble, vitamin C is not long-term stored in the body. Particularly after the age of 60, when tissue regeneration and absorption naturally reduce, you must replenish it every day. Orange juice is a nice and easy way to accomplish that. Nor is it only the vitamin C, hesperidin and naringenin, two flavonoids that have been demonstrated to promote capillary strength and lessen retinal inflammation, are also present in freshly squeezed orange juice. Additionally, when you consume it in the evening, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to perform its most intensive healing work while you sleep. However, not every orange juice is made equal. Many commercial brands lack their natural fiber and polyphenols or are overloaded with additional sugars. I always suggest using freshly squeezed orange juice whenever possible to reap the full benefits. The next best option is cold-pressed, additive-free orange juice if that isn't convenient. 4 to 6 ounces is a tiny glass that is more than plenty. Drink it an hour or so before bed, preferably not on an empty stomach if you have an acid sensitivity. Orange juice may cause problems if you have diabetes or blood sugar issues. However, it tends to have a milder effect on blood glucose than individuals anticipate when consumed in tiny amounts paired with protein or healthy fats. However, if you're not sure, ask your doctor. One of my 70-year-old patients, Tom, informed me that he had given up drinking orange juice years ago due to habit. "I'm not saying it fixed everything, Doc, but my eyes feel calmer in the morning," he stated after reintroducing half a glass into his evening regimen along with his eye drops. That's what makes it so beautiful. Instead of searching for miracles, you are seeking momentum. Because your body has an opportunity to heal itself every night. And it really can, if the proper components are present, such as vitamin C. Orange juice is easy, well-known, and revitalizing. However, that bright, sweet beverage has a potent anti-aging ally. The four juices, carrot, beetroot, blueberry, and orange, are now familiar to you. Each one provides necessary but distinct eye support. This is the bit that most people overlook, though. How and when you drink is just as important as what you drink. Because you need to allow your body to properly absorb and use the nutrients if you want these liquids to genuinely aid in the healing of your eyes while you sleep. This is what I suggest. Try selecting only one juice every evening rather than consuming all four in one sitting, which may contain too much sugar and be more than your body requires at once. On Monday, you might start your week with some carrot juice. You might have beetroot on Tuesday, blueberry Wednesday, and orange juice on Thursday. You then just repeat the cycle or modify it according to what tastes good to you and what your body reacts to the best. Additionally, timing is important. Aim to consume your juice 45 to 60 minutes before going to bed. As your eyes start their nocturnal repair process, your body will have time to process and start supplying them with those nutrients. Additionally, I urge you to take some time to yourself. Don't just gobble up the juice while watching TV or browsing via your phone. Rather, find a quiet place to sit, dim the lights, and take a long sip. Send a message to your nervous system to slow down and give your body the time it needs. It is generally okay to consume these liquids if you take medication at night. However, it's advisable to confirm with your doctor before forming a habit if you're taking blood thinners or controlling diabetes. And keep in mind that progress might not be made right away. However, if you listen carefully, you may begin to notice small details. In the morning, your eyes might feel less dry. Perhaps reading at night will be more convenient for you. Or maybe the headlight or streetlight glare won't be as intense as it once was. It's important to pay attention to minor changes like these, since they indicate how your body is reacting. Additionally, don't worry if you skip a night. Perfection is not the point here. Consistency over time is key. Consider it a modest act of self-care, a means of protecting your independence, supporting your body, and preserving something very important: your capacity to see clearly. You've taken the time to learn what your eyes actually require. It's time to give it a try now. One glass at a time, one night at a time, and a peaceful journey toward sharper, more distinct eyesight. If you've read this far, I have a very straightforward yet really felt message for you. Thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to look for your health. I appreciate that you have enough concern about your sight to seek out something better rather than merely accepting what has been deteriorating. And I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, because by now you've discovered something that most people never hear in a doctor's office. Aging isn't the only reason why your eyes deteriorate. They deteriorate because, particularly at night, they have been deprived of the nourishment, circulation, and protection they require. And the story's most potent element, with only one glass, you can start changing that. Gradually, one juice, one moment, one act of kindness are repeated. To support your vision, you don't need intrusive procedures or pricey supplements. Giving your eyes what they've been hankering after doesn't require a prescription. What you need is there in nature, right in your kitchen. Is it a miracle? The number? But these small decisions add up when made regularly, patiently, and purposefully. They develop into habits, and habits eventually turn into therapeutic ones. Think of each glass as a silent investment in your lucidity, your independence, the delight of seeing the faces you love, the phrases you like, and the clarity of life around you, regardless of whether it's carrot juice tonight or blueberry tomorrow. And I would be so appreciative if you liked this video or shared it with someone who would benefit from it as well, whether it was a fresh viewpoint, some encouragement, or simply a reason to feel positive. Also, if you haven't already, think about becoming a subscriber. People like you who aren't ready to settle down and who think it's never too late to feel stronger, see more clearly, and have a better life are the target audience for this channel. And do share your thoughts in the comments section. Which juice have you already tried, or are you most eager to taste it first? Someone else could be motivated to start their trip by your experience. Thus, cheers to you, your eyes, and the silent strength of your decision this evening. To ensure you never miss the greatest health advice, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you again soon.